Hey, everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the
Coach, just a stone's throw from here. The bikers and joggers, they're lining the shores of Lake Michigan, and rightfully so. But we've got some football business to take care of at Soldier Field. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Buster Screen is able to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Cousins to throw it. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping them from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lock in.
1st down, a run with Cohen. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of...
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the side. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Trubisky gives to Cohen. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
You must be dreaming.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 21 yards away as the Bears push further out in front. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set them back 5. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
It's going to be a long day.
Here's Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw, Cousins. And that's off the mark, incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Cousins, and this is going to be incomplete.
Man, there's a lot to think about when you're playing quarterback, isn't there? I mean, this is 3rd and long, so your chances of completing a pass for a 1st down are slim to begin with. And then when you put it into some traffic, you're really wreaking havoc with your options, aren't you? Maybe you just got to heave it into the...
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, Davis. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Davis. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins gives way to Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second down now, it's Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Bears coming out here, and they've made some news in recent weeks for something that I know you love. They've announced that they'll be adding 2 statues in front of Soldier Field as they get set to start their 100th season. George Halas, the founder of the franchise, he'll get a statue, and Walter Payton.
Sweetness.
Yeah, if you think about it, you're talking about the Mount Rushmore Chicago favorites. He's up there with probably Michael Jordan and Ernie Banks.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. In Chicago, of course, you have to salute George Halas, who started the whole thing because he helped start the league. Remember, they were the Decatur Staleys who became the Chicago Bears.
I don't remember that.
You know, you don't? You weren't around for that one? I'm surprised. But anyway, that's how it all went down, and they're going to unveil them September 3rd, a few days before they open the season, against Green Bay on Thursday night. What a kickoff to the 100th year of NFL football.
Throwing on second down, Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. On second down, it's Cohen. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 23. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
You know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Cousins now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. A 1st down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Cohen. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Wide open receiver, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Right now, I'm just wondering where they turn on offense, Charles. I know we're not in the fourth quarter, but second quarter haven't scored and struggling to move the ball.
I don't think they abandoned the run game totally, but maybe you change up your tempos. Maybe you go a little bit faster and try and catch them back on their heels a little bit to try and accomplish what you want to get done.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Crunch time, defense. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, alert.
Alert, 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 alert.
Trubisky will throw. Robinson's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Trubisky now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Bang, bang.
Now it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Draw play, Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. His kick is absolutely perfect. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Alert, 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 alert.
Jim, 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 Jim.
Lock in, lock in.
Jim, Jim.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
This is Cohen. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And Robinson with a big catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Now the second down throw on target, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Again, it's Cook. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. They try again with Cohen. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's got some space here. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Check.
Hey, 18, 18, 18. Hey.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Shamar Stephen forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Fights free yet. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 50 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They run it again with Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action now. Cousins. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 35. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Play fake, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter. And now look at him go. 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up." Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a run with Cook, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Check.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
First down. Here's Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
59.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing is Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk it. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play in?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to pour it on. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Cousins now to throw on first down. The throw complete to Beebe. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins again. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That'll go as a loss of 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To the air again, it's Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Cook following the penalty. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, we just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Strip that ball.
1st and 10.
The first down carry for Davis. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Anthony Harris on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cohen. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. To throw, Cousins. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Cousins the thrower. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.